National Football League, presented by EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go, set. Ready.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And you look at this Packers defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Those defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Back to throw, Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Pierce now up the middle. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Green, check pink.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. And they'll send Watson in motion right. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And this will be a Packers first down as he gets it up past the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready up.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Ready?
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Check you. Check smash. Check up.
They run once more with Dillon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Love with a give to Dillon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
The pause now is they tend to an injured player. And it's the quarterback, Jordan Love. He's shaken up out there.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Back to throw. Peterson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A good pickup there at 22.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right.
Dillon is in. Touchdown, Packers. Anders Carlson now for the point after.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Here we go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Pierce on the counter.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Ready?
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, Peterson. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Jones. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. Blue strike. Ultra. Ultra.
Going play action. Ritter.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Black one.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Set.
At the 31-yard line.
Drill green. Set.
Ritter to throw it.
Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, go Fury.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Green. Ready?
Again, it's Pierce. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
On the double. Check pink. Blue check.
Ritter gonna sneak it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Fitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. Now 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Peterson.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Bryce Hall.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Yellow, Lonnie. Mega, switch, yellow, check white. Set.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Fight, 97, black swap. Ready.
Going for it with Pierce. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Back to throw. Peterson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Lonnie Johnson picks it.
And the Texans are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So that now back-to-back drives, CD, that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Injury on the play, and that's the last player you want to see hurting. The quarterback, Desmond Ridder.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Pierce gets this one running right.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Lonnie Johnson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Touchdown, Houston! Damian Pierce with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Will Anderson
make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense defense will burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Here's Jones on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Okay, right? Red, yellow. Okay, go steal.
On play action, here's Ritter.
He finds his man, complete. That's back. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. Jones on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Ritter.
Rolling to his right.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Spike 60. Check view. Blaster 6. Ready?
Ritter with it after the play fake.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
Down.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
plain and simple. That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's a backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though. Yeah,
he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Peterson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return is Jones. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow, check white. Go big. Go red.
Give to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 34-yard line.
Ritter off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Smith red, opposite, green, set.
Here's Pierce. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Dillon up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Going to get a break here for an injury. Aaron Jones is in some discomfort down on the field. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
2nd and 7. Again, it's Dillon.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 38.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Dillon.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And as Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
84 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times.
So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Hand off right side to Pierce. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Red.
Here's Ritter. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Down.
Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory.
Here we go. Set.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So the clock stopped now with 20 seconds remaining.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So Houston going to come away here with the victory.
Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for the Texans, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4.